Lebanese food has become synonymous with meza, but actually there's far more to this wonderful cuisine. There's a whole world of one-pot dishes and hearty stews, or tabkhat as we call them, that welcome hungry Lebanese kids after school each day. Loubyeh bzeit is just one example. Loubyeh bzeit is incredibly simple to make. It really requires very few ingredients, some onions, some garlic, some butter, and of course beans and tomatoes. I've added a lot of butter and I've transferred the sliced onions and just get some of that garlic in there as well that's been smashed. And then I'm just gonna mix it quickly, cover, and just let it all sweat for about 5 minutes. We could probably just reduce the heat a little bit. So we're doing this on medium to low heat. Now we're just gonna add these topped and snapped runner beans that have been prepared. Just toss them a bit. Cover. And then just let them sit for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then we'll add all these lovely chopped tomatoes. A little bit of cinnamon. A little bit of allspice. And just give it a good stir. Just sprinkle some salt to taste. Cover, reduce heat, and let the aromas infuse throughout your house. So that's ready, and the green beans are tender, but they've got a little bite to them still. So I'm just gonna turn it off. Turn off the heat on that, and then drizzle it with a generous amount of olive oil. After all, it's called Loubyeh bzeit, or green beans and olive oil. And then just mix it nicely. Cover and let it sit for another 5 minutes. We're just going to spoon all of this out into a nice little dish. We're going to let it cool, because this is actually traditionally eaten at room temperature, but I much prefer it a little bit warm, not too warm, so we're just gonna let it cool. Got some Arabic bread here, as always, and I'm going to dive in, use it to grab some of these lovely green beans, dip it in some olive oil and tomato broth. That is delicious, and my favorite way to have green beans. The aroma of this dish takes me back to my school days when I'd come home to a pot of this boiling on the stove, and I hated it. How times change. One pot
dishes.
One pot dishes and hearty
stews.
stews. One pot dishes and hearty stews. One pot dishes and hearty stews. There's a whole world of one pot dishes and hearty stews. Okay. Loubyeh bzeit is just one of those. Is one example. Loubyeh bzeit is just one example. That was great. Loubyeh bzeit is just one example of this. You didn't get that one on video, did you?
I did.
Great.